Hello, how are we everybody? Welcome to another episode of TCG content on the channel. Today, I got myself another fat stack of singles to add to binders. But unlike usual, when I go through the single cards that I buy, I'm not going to go through these individually. I'm going to go through some of them individually, namely the ones that are going to be going in the mythical binder, because it's a little bit harder to show what I picked up there. But the rest of the cards, I decided today is finally the day where we go through every single one of these, which are my individual Pokemon binders. So we got ones here for all sorts of different Pokemon. We'll go through each individual one and why I have them and what I've got in there so far and things like that. Some of these are brand new. Some of them I've literally not even put the Pokemon in yet. So I'm going to be spending the next hour or so sorting these out, getting these into a state which I am happy with the current collection. And then I'll go through them with you. And I'm also going to sort out the Mythicals as well. So, first of all, let's go through those Mythicals that I've got, get them into the binder. We'll start with the Mythical binder, and then we'll go through each of these individually. Let's take a look. So, first of all, let's go through what Mythical Pokemon that I am adding to the binder in today's video. First of all, we've got the Pokemon that we obtained from Temporal Forces. So all of these mythical Pokemon here were in Temporal Forces. We got all of them except for we did not get a second Victini. So there is one that has gone in the Temporal Forces binder, and then we did not get a second Victini. All of these are dupes and are already in the Temporal Forces binder. So they're just here as a duplicate. And then the other thing we didn't get is the illustration rare Meltan, unfortunately. So we got these 5 here. These are all from Temporal Forces. So we've seen those be opened on the channel. Next up, we got ourselves a couple of 3 Meloettas. I forget exactly, I didn't write them down. We got one from Fusion Strike, this one from Fusion Strike. We got one from Breakthrough, which is this one here. And then one from Unified Minds, which is that one there. 3 Meloettas. We were running low on Meloettas. We didn't have many. We only had 2 in the binder, I believe. And we got our first ones last month. So I could pick up these Meloettas on a little offer sort of thing. So I did. Yeah, we got 3 Meloettas. Then we have ourselves a Magearna, which is from, I got them written down, like I say. I didn't write down this one because this one was a sort of replacement for another card, which unfortunately we couldn't get. Yeah, we got this Magearna, which I forget exactly where it's from. Lost Origins, is it? I think it might be Lost Origins. We got this Magearna anyway. We got 2 Phiones. My original plan was to get all of the Phiones that we were missing because we're not missing too many. But unfortunately, that didn't come to fruition. A couple of them were a little bit too expensive. But we will be next month, hopefully, finishing off the Phiones because I think I've only got 2 or 3 that I need left. So we got Phione from Majestic Dawn and from Legendary Treasures. That one's Legendary Treasures with the nice Trubbish in the background. And then we got this Keldeo from Silver Tempest as well, which I thought that I had Keldeo from Silver Tempest, but apparently I do not. So we picked that up as well. That'll do for the Mythicals. Let's get them put into the binder. We'll see what the Mythical binder is looking like now. We're getting close to 100 cards now in the Mythical binder. I'll have a count once they're all in there, and we'll see where we're at. I think we're in the 90s though with all of those. And then we'll go through all of the other binders. So I'm going to spend some time doing those. All right, let's take a look at what we have got going on then with our Mythical binder now. Let's just, I say zoom out a little bit, extend the selfie stick a little bit. First page not changed. We've got Muse and Celebes on there. And then we move on to where we've got our Phiones. Now getting a decent collection of Phiones. Got 5 out of 7 now, so that's good. Manaphy not changed. Darkrai. Shaman, of course, gets the the Temporal Forces one at the end, taking that to 6. Victini and Arceus are there. And then Keldeo, we got now 5 there. So happy with that. Malouetta as well, got 5. So looking a lot nicer. I like the fact that the Malouettas swap between Psychic and Fighting types as well. Then we got Genesect here and Diancie. They haven't changed. Nor has Hooper and Volcanion. Looking very nice. Magearna gets a little addition to the end of theirs. You can't see because of the lighting, typical. Zorora also gets that. And then we continue having every Meltan except for now the illustration rare. So we really want to pull that. We get the Melmetal there. And we're going to look at getting some more Zarudes as well because they're fairly cheap and there's not too many of them. So we'll look at getting those soon as well. So that is how the Mythical binder is currently looking. I'm very happy with it. 93 Pokemon in there currently. 93 cards in there. We're almost at that 100. So next month we will definitely make it to that 100 mark. And then I'm going to start thinking about how, like, setting it up, how it will properly be set up when it is all said and done. So yeah, that'll be really cool to kind of set it up how it is meant to be, how I envision it. But the problem is like there's going to be a lot of gaps then. So maybe not yet, I don't know. And let me know in the comments what you think I should be doing with that, whether I should do the setup now or whether I should wait a little bit to do the setup. All right, I finally got everything, I think, sorted and into the binders in the correct order, in the orders that I want to do them. So let's go through every single one of these Pokemon binders, and I'll explain kind of why I wanted to do these particular ones. So this one here, we have got Deino, and we've seen Deino in the last video. There's been no new additions to the Deino binder. Deino, Zweilous, and Hydreigon. Deino, let me just increase that just a touch. There we go. So Deino and Zweilous, Deino and Hydreigon are my second and third favorite Pokemon. I absolutely love them, and I want to collect all of them. So we have all of the Dinos and all of the Zweilouses, but obviously we are very lacking on Hydreigons currently. So that's why we want to, I'll be looking at Hydreigons in the coming weeks, I think. I think Hydreigon's going to be high up on the priority, but we've seen that binder before. So let's move on. Another binder that we've seen before is this mint green one. All of my binders are from Voltex. They are beautiful binders. And we've seen this one before, of course. We've been working on this one, trying to find the Paldean Fates versions of Tandemaus and Maushold. This is the binder where I want to pull on the channel every single card that features in this binder. So we are missing a couple here. We're missing the full art from Paradox Rift, and of course we're missing the baby shinies from Paldean Fates. There hasn't been a new Tandemaus and Maushold in Temporal Forces, which is probably a good thing for me if I'm trying to pull each and every one of them. We're going to be opening a lot of Paradox Rift and a lot of Paldean Fates on the channel. All right, so now we come to the first binder, which has got something new in, because I did pick up a new Arcanine card. So this is our Growlithe and Arcanine set. Of course, we've got the original. These cards are from my childhood, the Growlithe and the Arcanine base set. The promo was actually a recent acquisition, and then the Gym Heroes Growlithe as well is from my childhood. We've got quite a few of the old Growliths, but old Arcanines are expensive, so we're going to take a little bit to get those. Unfortunately, I ordered a Next Destiny's Arcanine for this binder, and unfortunately I got a message from the seller saying that it's actually, they got the card out and it's in Italian, so they gave me the option of getting some other cards. This was one of the cards that I got, which was an Astral Radiance Hisuian Arcanine. That was the new addition to this binder. in particular. But this one's looking pretty good, honestly. It's not looking bad. And of course, we've got the Arcanines from Scarlet and Violet base set. The first Terra, this is the first Terra card that I pulled when the Scarlet and Violet came out. So I was very impressed by how the Terra cards looked. I think they look beautiful. And of course, Arcanine being one of my favourite Pokemon. I think Arcanine and Growlithe are sort of joint fourth favourite Pokemon. So that's why I chose to collect Growlithe and Arcanine. Next, we move on to the white binder, which last time you saw this, it only had 2 cards in. This time it's a lot different. So this, if you remember rightly, was going to be the Tandemaus and Maushold binder, but I thought that the cards did not pop properly off the page. Now I believe that these cards pop off the page just nicely because of the black background on the white page. These pop just nicely. And of course, Absol being a white and black Pokemon, it just looks really cool, I think. I really like how these look. Most of these cards are new. I only had this one before. And then, of course, the Paradox Rift Absol. But on these, we have all new cards. I had to get the Gala Gallery card. It is a beautiful card from Crown Zenith. And of course, we pulled Obsidian Flames Absol EX. And we also bought a second Absol EX for Obsidian Flames. So we have that in the Obsidian Flames binder as well. So this is looking good. There's a lot more Absol cards to buy, but this is a start. This is one of the newest binders that we have. So it is a start. We made a start on it. Speaking of making a start, the next binder is a brand new binder. And the next 2 are brand new binders, actually. This is a teal binder from Voltex. And this is not because this particular Pokemon is my favorite Pokemon or even on the list of my favorite Pokemon. I've always thought that Dragonair was a beautiful Pokemon. I've always thought it was really well designed. But when I started getting into the TCG, I realized that Dragonair does not have a card which looks bad. There has never been a bad Dragonair card released. So I thought I would start collecting the Dragonair cards and we'll kind of see what we can do. Of course, original base set Dragonair as well, which is good. Don't need to worry about getting that. I do also have, obviously, Team Rocket, the Team Rocket set Dragonair. But I only have 1 copy of it, and it's in my Team Rocket set, and I don't want to break that up because it's almost a complete set, so I didn't want to break that one up. I also do have a reverse holo of Delta Species, the other Delta Species Dragonair, which I just didn't want to take out because all of the others aren't reverse holo, so I didn't want to take it out. But yeah, there's never been a bad Dragonair card. I think they're all beautiful. I can't wait to get my hands on the one from 151, the illustration rare from 151. I think it's a beautiful card. I think the Dragonair is just an amazing design. Next, we have this orange binder because I decided I also really like Houndour and Houndoom. I thought that this would go really nicely in the orange binder. And yeah, it's a really nice looking set so far. Again, it's kind of the same as, this is brand new. A lot of these Houndour cards, so these 4 are all purchases from the singles. I'm pretty sure that was it. The others were just stuff that I had in the collection. I happen to already have the Neo Discovery Houndoom from my childhood. And this is a duplicate as well, so that was good. We need some more Houndooms, of course. We only have two Houndooms. But so far, pretty happy with how this set is looking. I love Houndour. I think he's a really cool Pokemon. And I think Houndoom's really cool as well. But Houndour is actually my favourite of the 2. Yeah, I wanted to start a collection of Houndour and Houndoom. And then finally, we have, I've not shown this off on the channel, I don't think. This is my favourite Pokemon of all time. My #1 favourite Pokemon of all time. This is Espeon. Yeah, this collection is pretty good, if I do say so myself. It is not complete, but it is pretty good. So, first of all, first edition Neo Discovery Espeon. The very first Espeon, I pulled that when I was a kid. I still have it. It's got a nice swirl pattern in the hollow as well, which I appreciate. And then since then, I've just collected quite a few of the Espeons, and I just think that it looks like a really gorgeous set. It's really well rounded so far. There's a few cards missing, of course, but that page in particular just stands out to me as just being just amazing, just amazingly beautiful cards. And we do have the Evolving Skies Espeon as well, which I actually bought quite cheaply. Yeah, it's the Fusion Strike one, which is really expensive. And of course the Pop Series 5, but that's realistically probably never going to happen without a serious influx of money from somewhere. But that is the Espeon collection. Espeon's my favourite Pokemon of all time. And I absolutely love this collection. It's beautiful. This little collection, it calms me down a little bit, you know. I just look at my favourite Pokemon and all of the cards that we've got. And I've got different versions of things. So, like, this is the Shatterfoil Hollow rather than the regular Hollow for that one. Missing a few of the cheaper ones. I say cheaper ones. They're still about £20. Like Delta Species I'm missing. And I'm also missing Call of Legends. But then, obviously, it's Fusion Strike that I'm missing. It is the Pop Series 5, of course. But there's not too many. Shiny Vault. Sorry, Hidden Fates, is it? Is it Hidden Fates or Shining Fates? One of the two. Which is the shiny version of, I think, this art. Maybe not that art. So, yeah. That is all of my binders. All of my individual Pokemon binders that we have. And that's it now. That's it. That's all I need to buy for binders. Alright, so in terms of binders, we have got everything that we now need. I wanted to show this off now that I have all of the binders, because these the teal and the orange binder, they are brand new. So the Houndour and Dragonair are just brand new sets that I've started collecting. Everything else I already had, but I just wanted to show them all off together now that I've got them all. Don't need to buy any little binders anymore. These are the Pokemon that I will be collecting in the future. So anytime you see these single, you know, where I'm searching for single cards, they're probably going to have some of these Pokemon in there. So yeah, looking forward to kind of sharing that adventure with you guys. Now you know what I'm going to be collecting. Don't need any more unless they release something that is like amazing looking and I really like it in the future. So yeah, happy with all of these and it makes a nice chunky sort of selection to go for, almost like a rainbow, but not quite because of the wrong colours. But yeah, really happy with how things are going. So thank you everybody for sort of tuning in to me just waffle about my favourite Pokemon and the things that I've been collecting. I hope that you do enjoy my TCG content and enjoy just the love that I have for TCG. Please do consider giving a subscribe down below, like the video, comment what your favourite card that you've seen here is. In the future, we're going to be going through the singles and stuff. We will kind of maybe even buy like one for each binder or something like that. I might make for a few nice videos and see where we get to with these collections. There's a few that have got some expensive stuff in, but we'll work towards those. So thank you very much everybody who has tuned in. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and make sure you're having a fantastic week. I will see you next time. Bye.